Roll Starter, I get asked surprisingly often whether my clients and friends should start a blog. And my answer is unequivocally yes. I think everybody should start a blog. But I'm going to give you a couple of reasons why I think that you should start a blog. The first is, you'll probably be surprised by how much information is in your head. So whether you blog for business or whether you blog recreationally, you'll probably be surprised how much knowledge you've got inside your head, and you can actually document it so that you can share it with other people. So if you're growing a rent roll, for example, you might have all this legislation knowledge, you might have all this marketing knowledge, all this investment knowledge that you can share with your audience. And if you don't write it down, they'll never get to read it. So you can figure out that you've got all this valuable information up here, and you can share it with your audience, with your current clients, with your prospective clients, and they'll get a lot of value out of what it is that you've got stored in your head that you bother to put down on paper or on a blog. The next thing I've discovered with starting a blog is it's really quite therapeutic. So although I write blogs for business mostly, I also have a personal blog that I share other stuff that's going on in my world. So stuff that's outside of my business, my Rent Roll Starter business. So I find it really therapeutic because I can share perhaps some more personal things on my ellenbathgate.com.au blog. And then sometimes I start writing a blog and it gets all of this stuff out of my head, and I realize sometimes at the end of writing one of these blogs that this is not for publication. It might be, that I'm sorting through something in my head that's really not for public display. I might not want to show the world what's going on in my head, but it's incredibly therapeutic because it gets it out of your head and onto paper. So there are days when I'll start writing a blog, it'll start out a business blog, it'll turn a bit personal, and then I realize that I'm uncovering issues that I'm just able to address on paper, and then hit delete and get rid of, or just save it for my own private reading another time. But that's the other reason. I find it incredibly therapeutic. And then the third reason for starting a blog is that you can multi-purpose your blogs. So just because you write a blog doesn't mean that that's the only thing you do with the blog. So as a prime example, I actually wrote a blog about whether or not you should start blogging. And it was basically an article that talked about everything I'm talking about now. But the cool thing is I'm able to repurpose that blog and use it as inspiration for a video that I'm sharing with you today. So you can also use your blog and break it down into little tips and tricks, and you might be able to share a little tip every Tuesday on your social media that's largely based on a blog that you wrote originally. The thing that I would like to give you advice on when it comes to starting a blog is don't wait for perfection, because you're never going to get there. Progress is much more powerful than perfection, so just start writing. You don't have to publicize it immediately if you don't want to, but if you think that other people might get some information that's useful out of it, then absolutely publish it. Share it on your social media. You don't have to allow comments if you don't want to allow comments on it. You can just publicize it so people can read and learn from it. And you'd be surprised how much information that you share will be really valued and appreciated by your audience, by your clients, by your friends, by your family. So I would suggest, if you haven't already started a blog, just do it. Don't wait for the perfect time, don't wait for the perfect inspired idea, just start writing. I'm pretty sure you'll be glad that you did. Now, if you've got any questions on starting your own blog or anything else in relation to starting a rent roll, just give us a call. Drop us a line at rentrollstarter.com.au, and I'd love it if you'd comment in the comment section below here, letting us all know what you've started blogging about. Have you started a blog yet? Are you waiting for the perfect moment? How long have you been blogging for? What sort of stuff do you blog about? Maybe even share a link to your blog so we can all read it as well. We'd love to hear from you, and we'd love to get to read some of your blogs if you're happy to share them with us. I'm Ellen from Rent Roll Starter, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye!